Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I experienced a good ending of this game, in which I destroyed the Radiance, a being inhabiting the Hollow Knight, which I believe is responsible for the infection and possibly dreams of this land. This time, I intend to go through the Godhome and complete a few challenges there. As expected, the Hornet does not know that I've done this because in her timeline I haven't. Oh, and I need to complain about something, and I will complain. I had thought, after the last episode, that the Radiance would appear in my Hunter's Journal, which it does. But I thought that it would complete the Hunter's Journal with a 161 out of 161. I was pretty unhappy to see what you see here. There are 161 out of 162. Both numbers went up. Both the number that I had completed went up, and the total number went up. Which doesn't make any sense. The total number is not supposed to go up. The total number is supposed to be the total. So now, I don't even know what the total is. All I know is that there's at least one more for me to find. Precept 47. Make your own weapon. Only you know exactly what is needed in your weapon. I myself fashioned Life Ender from shellwood at a young age. It has never failed me, nor I it. Precept 48. Be careful with fire, especially if you've fashioned your nail out of wood. Fire is a type of hot spirit that dances about recklessly. It can warm you and provide light, but it will also singe your shell if it gets too close. Precept 49. Statues are meaningless. Do not honor them. No one has ever made a statue of you or I, so why should we pay them any attention? He doesn't know that a statue has been made of him, and a statue might be made of I. As you can see in the background, I have Salubra's blessing. Whenever I sit at a bench, Salubra fills my soul eggs. In this episode, I'm going to the Godhome to complete some challenges, so I guess I should just put back on the things that are good for challenges. Could decide this in the Godhome as well, but let's do it right here. What else is good for the Godhome challenges? And remember that some of these challenges, if I get hit once, I'm dead. So healing doesn't really do me any good. And if healing doesn't do me any good, I'm really liking the glowing womb. Having the shaman stone and the glowing womb is a little weird though. I'll go with that for now, even though it's a little weird. So going to the Godhome, where's the best path to the Godhome? It's in the junk pit. What's the best place for getting to the junk pit? Is it the city storerooms? No, probably not. Could be the King's Station. Let me check on the map. That is not how you open the map. So if I'm trying to go to the junk pit, why is there not a better stag way to get to the junk pit? I guess the people of Hollow Nest don't like to travel to junk pits very often. Well, I think what I'm going to do once I get there is put my teleportation power right next to the junk pit so that I can go back to it whenever I need to, so that I don't have to make this decision again. I think the King's Station is the best place. So I did receive Salubra's blessing last time, as you saw. That was because I purchased back my last charm from Divine. Now whenever I rest at a bench, Salubra fills up my soul eggs. When I paid off Divine that last time, she said something that I found intriguing. She said that she was ready and that I carried her scent. That was confusing to me. It causes me to think that there's more... Where am I? I don't know, but my little guys took care of that. I need to go down further. Let's see. I guess if I go through where the dung defender was, we will get to the junk pit. And while I'm traveling, I'll talk more about things in this game. So, because of what Divine said, I now believe that I'm not done with Divine's plot, unfortunately. There's still something else I need to do with her. I don't know what that is, so I will probably encounter it one of the times that I go back to Dirtmouth. In the meantime, I will just continue on and eventually do whatever it is that Divine wants of me. So, now that we're at this bench, let's check my map again. Why am I so bad at checking maps? Okay. I don't know why, I just don't know what the map button is anymore. I need to go down here and to the left to get to the junk pit. Did I go the wrong way? No. This room, I really just need to go past these big guys, so we're going to zip through them. And up, I believe. I think up again, and then to the left. I failed to zip through him. I also failed to super dash. You know, we're just going to defeat him after taking tons of damage. And once we get to the junk pit, I really need to remember what the correct way to put down my power. So if I hold up, I think I go to it. If I press down, I create it. Great. This is exactly where I want this to be because I'm planning to come here several times. Hollow nest, ever fading, a glorious land of gods. Never, never, the gods here will never die. Unless I kill them. I'm trying to go to the Hall of the Gods here. I'm not going to do the fourth Pantheon yet. I know that I can attempt it, but I'm going to do that another time. Probably next episode, I'll attempt the fourth Pantheon. And I realize I didn't write this one down on my list. So let me talk about that list. 2 episodes ago, I showed a list of things I knew about left for me to do in this game. And this episode, I'm going to update that list. Oh man! There are still entries that have little ... dots here. Even though I feel like I've encountered practically everything. I do like that it shows me which things in the Hall of the Gods I've completed, though. we're just going to complete some easy ones first, and then I'll probably try a hard one. So, of the 11 items that I had on my list 2 episodes ago when I showed that list, 5 of those are now complete. That leaves 6 things on my list, but I have more things to add to that list as well. Let me defeat this guy. I'm pretty sure I'm almost done defeating him. There we go. So, number 7 on my list. Well, I should back up and say that the reason I have more things to add to my list is that you have told me about things to add to my list. And also, as of recording this episode, the video with the original list hasn't come out yet, so if you commented on that list... Oh, I should pay attention to this. There are spikes now on the ground that I need to avoid, in addition to, avoiding the enemy. So I'm getting the new things on my list from you, the commenters. Just comments that have been on older videos than the one that originally had my list. So number 7 on my new list is to go back to the palace. There is apparently a challenge area in the palace that I missed, so I need to go back to do that. Also, there is a very helpful commenter that has given me numbers of things left to do, where things can be almost anything. So I get to update the green path part of my list with the number 2. There are 2 more things for me to do in the green path. And right now I'm going to focus on the Radiant battle rather than talk about that list, because the Radiant battle, if I get hit once, I die. So the Radiant battle is more significant for me to pay attention to. I want to be able to do this on the first try. This would be the first Radiant battle I do on the first try, if I do it. And it is an enemy that I think I could defeat the Radiant battle on the first try. Ho-ho! Just barely dodged that. Oh, barely dodged that. Got it! First try. That feels good. And we have defeated the Gruzmother on Radiant. I can't even tell what this one is. Oh, I see what it is. It's the Vengefly King, the one that spawns the little Vengeflies that fly around and go at me. I originally saved Zote from the Vengefly. So in this battle, there are the little Vengeflies, which are the thing that is probably most likely to kill me in the Ascended version, because it's easy to dodge the main Vengefly. Although I really almost got hit by it there, not that that would have mattered. But it's easy to dodge the Vengefly King. It's harder to dodge the Vengefly King and the little Vengeflies. You basically have to kill them right when they come out. So that helpful commenter has also told me that there are 2 things left in the Crystal Peak for me to do. So I'm going to go back to the Crystal Peak sometime. There's also 2 for the Deep Nest. The commenter actually said 4-ish, not counting the Carver Hatcher journal entry. But since that comment, I have found Mr. Mushroom in the Deep Nest. Ooh, there are 2 Vengeflies. Oh, that's a cool change. That will actually make the Radiant version of this fight a lot more difficult. I like this change, though. That's a cool change to this battle. Anyway, the commenter said there are 4-ish things left in the deep nest, but since then I think that I've done 2 of them. Specifically, I have found Mr. Mushroom in the deep nest, and I have found additional dialogue for the midwife in the deep nest. Oh gosh, I just died. So if I'm understanding and counting correctly, I believe that leaves 2, or 2-ish, but I'm going to ignore the ish for now. And finally, 3 things left for me to do in the City of Tears. Now, I do not know whether I'm going to actually find all of those things. It's perfectly likely that I won't find every single secret in this game in my blind playthrough, even with a couple hints. There do seem to be a lot of secrets in this game, and some of them are devilishly secret. But still, I'm going to look, and it'll be a good way to break up my episodes so that I'm not in the Godhome all the time. I get to go back to some of the places I've been and potentially find things. Now, I don't know if I'm going to search a whole lot for places I've been before. It may be just that I go back there and see if there's something different or new in the place that's, you know, a little bit more obvious because I've completed some plot elements in the game now, and therefore they show up where they just didn't show up before. Man, this one is actually difficult. What could I do differently here? I mean, for one, there's no reason for me to try to find a place to heal, because if I heal in this version of the battle, I won't be able to heal in the Radiant version, and I need to learn how to do the Radiant version. So no healing. I guess I just need to be very good about jumping whenever they're leaping at me, because that's the main thing that they do, is they leap at you. With 2 of them, it's a little harder to time when you jump and know exactly what they're going to do, but I think what I've been doing so far that has messed up those first couple attempts is I've been trying to hit them as much as I can, whereas I really need to be dodging them as much as I can. Got hit one of those times. If you notice, that hit was because there was a little venge fly that appeared, and I had to kill the little venge fly. So let's see here. If we... Oh, got one of them. I wasn't sure if they shared their life pools or not. They apparently don't, so I can kill them individually. That spell, my Abyss Shriek there, is not something I expect to do very often in this battle, because usually they're not above me, they are to the left or right of me. Only got 1 hit. That means that the Radiant battle should be possible. Let's see if I can do the Radiant battle on the first attempt. Let's go. Radiant Vengeflies. Now, I will primarily try to hit them when they're going under me. Aho. You know you want to attack me? It's hard to see both of them on the screen, and as I've talked many times when fighting bosses, you kind of want to have them on your screen so that you know what they're doing. And when they're on opposite sides of me, it's a little bit hard to keep them both on the screen. So Vengefly King, it's taking me a few more tries than the Gruz Mother. I jumped a little bit early there, but I was still able to avoid damage. Or death, as it were. It's not really damage when you die immediately, it's just death. Come on at me. Gosh, there's so many little enemies to avoid. Oh gosh. It was the little enemy that got me. I'm also noticing that I think I'm scaring myself a little too much with the little enemies. Because the little enemies don't really zip at me as much as I thought they did. They're mainly staying in their lane. See, the little enemy is just over there, and it leaps at me slowly. Oh, dodged. Come at me. There we go. Probably shouldn't have done that. Focus on dodging, not hitting. There we go. Ooh, gosh. That was scary. Not my best plan. Hit them when they go under me. That's when we want to hit them. Again, I went after the little one. Let's try to mainly ignore the little ones. Mainly ignore the little ones. I could actually consider putting on different charms. I probably won't for this one, but I will for I will for future gods. Come on. Let's defeat the Vengefly King. I'm planning to try a hard god after this one, which is interesting because of how difficult I've found this one to be. So, ignore the little guys, and try not to do my spell like I'm doing it. The spell should be done in complete safety. Gosh. So, come at me. If you come at me, then I won't get hit. I do like my charm that's giving me little broodlings that dive bomb after them. Okay, they both screamed. There we go. Don't know how many hits they take. I did notice that they took more hits than I was really expecting during the attuned version. Or ascended version? Ascended. So, almost done with this. Just have to be very careful. Come at me. You did not come at me. Come at me. There we go. Got him. Great. 2 Radiant battles down. And this time I'm going to skip one. Ooh, there's some interesting choices here. Let's do the False Knight. So how do you... Do I have to do the False Knight before I do the other one, or can I... Oh, I can switch it. Got it. I'm going to do the False Knight first. The attuned version of the False Knight. This should be easy because it's just the False Knight. This is the False Knight battle. Wow. Already past stage 1. The False Knight was not made for my pure nail. The False Knight was expecting a dull, blunted nail. I'm really not trying that hard to dodge any of his attacks because this first version is just going to be super easy. Let's see what the Ascended version looks like. I'm curious what the complicating factor is for the Ascended version. Could just be raining down meteors constantly. Huh. Don't see it yet. How is this different? I mean, he has more health apparently. But how is this different? Maybe the fact that he has more health is the difference. It's not a very impressive difference, though. I think the Vengefly King had more health during the Ascended version too. So it's not a very unique difference if that's the difference. Oh, gosh. Should have dodged that. Oh, I got hit by a meteor that I just didn't pay attention to at all. Was there no difference there? Except for the health? Alright, I guess that will make the Radiant version relatively easy. I just have to not get hit. And the meteors are the thing that I'm mostly worried about not getting hit by here. I'm pretty sure I can avoid all of his attacks pretty easily as long as I watch him. He does telegraph very obviously. I say that now. I did not think that it was very obvious the first time I fought him, clearly. But after fighting the False Knight a few times, I know what it looks like. So, dodge the meteors. And then dodge that. Careful of the meteors, because the meteors are the thing that is most likely to kill me here. Alright. He goes to the middle. Dodge the meteors. Okay, those meteors were really out to get me there. Telegraphed. Careful of the meteors. Keeps doing the same attack. It's not helping him. Alright, Ascended version first try. Or, Radiant version first try. Now let's move up to the Dreamland hard version of that fight. The Attuned Failed Champion. I'm not sure. It's going to take me probably a few tries to do the Radiant version of this one. You can already see he is much, much faster. Yeah, I'm so used to his speed for the non-Dreamland version that I'm getting crushed here. Oh my gosh. So this is a much harder battle because he's a lot faster. But if I get used to his speed, then it might not be too hard. Have to get used to his speed, though. This is a good one for my spells. I think that I am going to change my charms. Because my little broodlings going after him are nice and all. But I think that the spell will just be better. So I'm going to take that one off. And what will I put in its place? I don't know if I'm going to do enough spells for the Soul Catcher to be that relevant. What could be relevant, though? What's the Spell Twister? Reduces the soul cast of casting spells. Fine. We're gonna go spells against the failed champion. And remember, dodging is the most important part of this battle. Okay. So far, I'm actually dodging really well. And I just realized that you can't use spells as your thing against the failed champion. Forgot about that detail. Because we just don't get soul. So, have to change my ways again. That also meant that the broodlings were doing basically nothing. But I'm basically wearing the wrong charms for this fight. I may still win it, but I'm gonna have to change charms again for the next version of this battle. I could only afford one spell. Oh gosh. So, jump over that. Careful. I recall that he jumps further in the third phase. Oh my gosh, I knocked him up on that little thing. There's no third phase? Okay, well, that makes it easier. That was the normal version. That was attuned. So, Ascended. Ascended is going to be harder. And let's put on some actually good charms. So nothing involving soul is good. We need something... I guess the quick slash and maybe the spiderlings. Let's do those. Come on, spiderlings. Come defeat the failed champion with me. All right. Oh man. He does 4 damage, by the way. Maybe that was the difference. Maybe it did more damage. And I just didn't notice that it was doing more damage. Because I didn't really pay that much attention to how much damage it was dealing during the ascended version of the first of the False Knight. Gosh. If I get one more hit, I'm dead, by the way. So dodging is absolutely important. Ho ho, barely dodged that one. I'm actually dodging the meteors quite well, which is surprising, because I remember me being very poor at dodging the meteors. And one more phase, or are we done? One more phase. Shoot my one spell that I can get in this fight. Okay. Glad he leapt over, because that gave me a chance to actually hit him. Oh, I got hit by a meteor. Did not kill me, though. I'm surprised it didn't kill me. I guess the meteors don't deal as much damage as he does. The meteors deal 2, he does 4. Okay. I hope the spiderlings are doing well. I didn't have a chance to really pay attention to the spiderlings. So, failed champion. He's already hit me. In the Radiant version, I would already be dead. In this version, I'm already almost dead. Oh gosh, that was a poor attempt. Let's try that again. If I can beat the Ascended version, I can beat the Radiant version. Because there's no place where... Oh my gosh. Can I not get hit twice at the very beginning? I think that was my worst attempt yet. I wonder how many seconds that was. I'm sure I put it on the screen. But the Ascended version doesn't... If it's adding damage, like if the special thing is that he does 4 damage, that doesn't do anything for the Radiant version. Gosh. Let's try not to get hit constantly. I'll do fine. We'll get this one. I have the skills. Run away. Okay. Watch out for the hammer. Or mace. I think it's more of a mace than a hammer. I remember that he can hit up to 3 times on the ground to make the shockwave. There, that's the 3rd time, so he's done with the shockwave. Go, my spiderlings. Teach him who's boss. Oh gosh. I actually dodged that with my dash through powers. Alright, through phase 1, and I only got hit with a 2 damage thing once. That's the best I've done in this so far. And all I need to do is find safe times to hit him. That's not a safe time. This is a safe time. There we go. Just a couple hits. Need to get... He backed away. Him backing away was exactly what I needed there. Wait for a safe moment. All the spiderlings hit him. Spiderlings, go at him. Okay, we need a safe time. Oh, I got hit by a meteor. The meteors are going to be deadly in the Radiant version. Right here, they're actually not too bad. Ho ho! I got hit all the way up there. That was close. That was close. I know that I can do this. I did get trapped into a corner at that last one, but I'm not too worried about getting trapped in the corner. I should be able to zip through him if I think about it. He does that, and then he jumps. Great. So he does that. 2. He did it twice that time, but he always jumps after he does that, I think. And after he jumps there, I get my hits in. So, through phase 1, pretty much no problem. And then I need him to hit the ground. There we go. He jumped at me before I expected him to, so we didn't get the hits in that I wanted to. Haha. Haha. timing my dashes really well here. There we go. Hit the ground. He jumps. Got him again. And then he's going to make it rain. And I need to hit the ground. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. Oh, I got hit by a meteor. Need him to hit the ground. Not like that. I mean with the shockwave. There we go. Yes. I think that's it. So I got hit by a meteor once there. Now let's do the Radiant version, where a meteor would kill me. Here we go. Radiant. It does make more sense that they're Radiant versions of this fight now that I have... Oh, I immediately died. Now that I have completed an ending of the game where I fight the Radiants. So the Radiant version is the hardest. So, we will wait for you to do your shockwave thing. And jump. Do your shockwave. Shockwave. Oh gosh. I thought he was jumping. Those mistakes are easy to fix. So, he jumps at me. Do the shockwave. Oh my gosh, these meteors are really scaring me. And then he jumps. Great. I need the shockwave. And then he jumps. Get my hits in. Almost got hit by that meteor. Ho ho, so many meteors. Shockwave. He jumped. That was weird. Shockwave, he jumps. Hit him. Oh gosh, he almost killed me there. Oh, got him. So that was the first phase. We can get a couple hits in before he makes the meteor rain. Okay, I need the shockwave. He jumped. I need the shockwave. Okay. Remember to go only for sure hits. Oh gosh. Zip through him. Run away. Great. Oh, I got hit by a meteor. The meteor killed me. That's the danger. I had his pattern down really well. And I need to keep that up. As long as I get his pattern. I failed that time. I wonder if that was even a second. It probably was not. So his pattern. His pattern is the pattern we need to handle. Okay. That actually went very well, but it was scary. Oh, I almost hit by that. I almost got hit by the meteor behind him after I dashed past him. Okay. I need to wait until he jumps at me. Got him. Now he's going to jump to the center and get a few hits in. And then wait. Now, wait for him to jump at me. Wait for him to jump at me. Okay. Okay. He jumps. Had to dodge that one. That was too close to me. Shockwave. Nope, he did not do the shockwave. There we go. He jumped at me. Oh, I dashed into him. That was simply a misclick, or a miss button press. That went really well. And it means we can do it. So, failed champion. I have your number. You just don't know it yet. He jumped backward. It always weirds me out when he jumps backward, because it's not something I expect him to do. I expect him to jump at me. Oh gosh. Almost got hit by the hit and the shockwave. Get a few hits in. Run away. Now wait for him to jump at me. Like that. Okay, he didn't jump far enough at me for me to be comfortable. There we go, that's what I wanted. Ooh, almost got hit by that meteor. Great, that was the second phase. Second phase done. Hit him a few times, get out of the way. Oh, I like how he jumped over there. That's nice. Got one safe hit in there. Couldn't get more, but gotta go for the one safe one. Barely dodged that. I realize I can use my spell at any time. I think I got him. Great. That was the Radiant version of the failed champion. I'm also going to end the video here. I will look at the Godhome plaque briefly. So I have done essentially 4 bosses, the Radiant version of 4 bosses this time, which is pretty good. If I go at that rate, I'm not going to be able to go at that rate, but if I'm able to go at that rate, I can clear basically all of this pretty quickly. Next time, I am going to fight the 4th Pantheon in the Godhome, and see if I can complete that in one episode. I'm scared. You can see that I've changed up my outro to focus on the big item things that I know to do left in this game. In this episode, I completed 4 of the Godhome Radiant battles, and in the last episode, I completed 3 more achievements. There's a detailed tracking sheet in my video description, and as always, thanks for watching.